Hello YouTube, this is Crafty Productions and this is my first ever video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to take off your wheel and bearings and then how to put it back on. Really all you need is a set of pliers, so that way you can screw this bolt off. The wheel then should slide off very easily. When it slides off, you're going to notice this little silver ring come off. Keep that. This is very important because it gives the wheel and the bearings space between that and the trucks, so that way it can spin for a longer duration of time. My bearings I already put in, but just to show you for the hell of it, to pop the bearings out of the wheel, you can simply put the wheel on it, and like a bottle opener, you just simply pop it off very gently. To replace the bearings, if you notice there are two, so to get the inside bearings you do this exact same thing. To replace the bearings, all you really need to do is just take them, find where the outside ring is, and then press them in until you hear a clicky noise. Make sure that you hear the clicky noise first and that they're securely in, because if they're not, it can cause a lot of problems. You're also going to notice another speed ring right here. That will sometimes come off with the bearings depending on how old your bearings are, and if that comes off, just make sure you catch that so that way you don't lose that. You're going to slide the wheel back on, and as you notice, if you spin the wheel, it can go for a really long time. The only thing that really stops the wheel and the bearings is the friction between the speed ring and the bearing itself. So you're going to screw it back on manually with your fingers until you can't really screw it anymore. You're going to take your pliers and you're going to screw it on ever so gently. The thing is, if you don't screw it on enough, you're going to hear a clicky noise. That's not good because that puts a lot of pressure on the speed balls inside your bearings, and it can cause a lot of problems later on if you ride frequently. So you want to make sure that the wheel is firmly in place and doesn't really have a lot of shifting or give to it. You're going to keep turning it, but you don't want to turn it too much. You want to turn it just to the point until that sound really goes away. Some people like theirs a little loose, others don't. I prefer them to be relatively smooth. When you don't hear a noise, you're going to spin the wheel. If it stops really quickly, it most likely means that you screwed in the bolt too tight. If they spin like that, I mean, that's that's not too bad. I could tighten that a little bit more. But that's pretty much how you change out your wheels. That's how you put in bearings. All bearings are the same size, so there's really no issue there, and best of luck longboarding.